Adam versus everything.
The ring ready, about to run. Rise up and join the fight.
For glory.
This is no place for the weak or foolhardy.
A glimmer of hope.
If you stream it, they will come.
He's Adam. And this is Adam versus everything.
Well, hello there. I'm late again. Hopefully I'll be on time tomorrow, but my wife has not been feeling well, so I've been doing the morning stuff. My daughter and whatnot. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm gonna actually, oh yeah, the Mario background stuff. Well, let me catch up in chat and I'll tell you guys what's going on, what we're doing the next few days, and all that good stuff. Rakes, welcome in. The best of both evils. That's the Rakes I know. It's going good, King. Yes, expect much death. Ben, welcome in. Baby Carrots, welcome back. Doy, it's Terraria. That's right. Terraria. Are we on an episode of South Park? How's it going, Doy? Ken, welcome in. How's it going, Ken? You've been dying a lot lately. Is that my imagination, or have you been dying a lot?
Or death.
A powerful girl, King, though. Master Pilot Wash. Thank you for the 2 gift subs. Thank you, Pilot Wash. When's your computer parts getting there, by the way? I know you said they're going to be spread out over time, but when should you have everything? Pilot Wash, thank you again. Who'd you hit? Genosis and Sav, both for the first month. How's it going, Ink Boy? Ink Boy, thank you for the correction on the Discord, by the way. That's what happens, I suppose, when I haven't played a game in like, like 7 years or something, and then someone asks me, and then I quote it how it was 7 years ago. Like, well, actually, Adam, that was changed 6 years ago. So, thank you for that. But, welcome back. Novra? Novrak. It's Novrak, isn't it? I always get rid of the K for some reason. How's it going, Kingman? Welcome back. Have you listened to that Man song again, Carrots, after the first time? Yeah, you have. You have been done. By the 14th. That's not too bad. Feels like waiting on Christmas, though. Oh, yeah, no worries. No worries. Thank you for the looks. Now you're a man. Man. Waiting for the 4080 launch. No way you're getting a 30 series? Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Let's get in there. Tell you guys what's up. What's up? Alright. So, we finished our previous RimWorld Challenge run on Tuesday. We're going to start a new one on this coming Tuesday. Hope you guys aren't tired of RimWorld, because more is coming on Tuesday. It's going to be a really stupid challenge. It's not going to be one we beat on the first try, which is a good thing. I really thought we were going to lose this previous one. No, I didn't see that, Rix. Let's see that. So new RimWorld on Tuesday. It'll be a really stupid challenge. It's going to be crazy. We'll see.
Oblivion.
What is for the worthy? I don't know what that means. I saw someone else mention that too. What does that mean? Gacking? So until Tuesday, I'm gonna do some variety. So I'm just gonna hit some games I've been itching to play for a while that I haven't really gotten much chance to play. Today we're gonna start out with Terraria. I played Terraria quite a bit, but it's been a long time since I really played it a lot. And I never really played Master Mode too much. So Master Mode came out, I want to say on the like 9th anniversary, maybe it was the 8th, I don't know. But I tried it out when it first came out, and I didn't play it a lot, but I got to like the Eye of Cthulhu or something like that. And it was a lot harder. It's kind of stupidly hard because everything just has its stats super buffed. So lots of just raw damage, lots of health, things are just tankier. And so there's many things that if you just get hit, you're pretty much dead. So I'm gonna die a lot, and I'm okay with it. There's gonna be some sad, terrible deaths where I die to like a slime. It's gonna happen. I don't mind at all. Hopefully you guys don't mind either. So don't expect any like super knowledgeable pro performance right out of the gate. I'm sure I'm gonna do terribly, but it's gonna be fun. And I'm probably gonna try out Oxygen Not Included. I actually streamed Oxygen Not Included for like 300 hours, but that was back in like 2019 apparently. So Oxygen Not Included is way different now. So I'm gonna be playing some of that either later today after I die a bit in Terraria, or I'm gonna play it tomorrow. We'll see. That's the plan. Is basically some variety until Tuesday, and Tuesday we're gonna start our melee, no pause, 500% run of RimWorld, which is also gonna be painful. Rest of the stream boring cause pretty much all it does is bump some numbers. Yeah, like really high though. A seed that makes everything a lot harder. Gotcha. Interesting. Master plus hardcore first time. Yes, lots of deaths. Let's go and done. Welcome in. Hentai. George, welcome back. That's not included later, yeah. On YouTube, those are Emerald series. Awesome, yeah, more's coming. I actually didn't get an episode ready for today because I was so busy. All right, let's get in. I actually haven't streamed Terraria in, I want to say like 4 years or something. It's been a long time since streaming Terraria. Let me know how the sound is once we get in. Master mode, because it does more than just bump numbers. What does it do also? Yeah, I didn't know about that seed. That's interesting. Let's go on Ashen. What all does it do? Maybe I should be on that seed also. Yeah, I'll check it out. A bunch of changes. Interesting. Too many to type. Let's see. Terraria for the worthy seed changes. Secret world seeds. Check this out. I didn't know about secret seeds. What? Drunk world? Not the bees? Oh my god. Most of the world is jungle biome. There are hives everywhere. For the worthy. Let's see what this is. This special world feature aims to drastically increase the difficulty of the game. It's referred to in the code as Get Good World. For the worthy, directly references, tooltip, blah, blah, blah. World generation, screen messages are spelled backwards. All enemy base damage, health, and coin drop rates are increased. In addition to the world difficulty multiplier by their standard amount of normal. What? So basically increased by another 1/3 on top. Hard mode enemies and bosses are capable of killing in-game characters in one hit. Jeez. Put that on master and it's pretty much everything's a one-hit kill. No. Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy. I'm not doing that yet. This one's already hard enough. A lot of them are super fun though. A lot of the changes. It looked like there's lots of boss changes stuff too. Let me load the game up and we can get the sound and whatnot dialed in. Move my camera. I'm thinking about making my camera even smaller. Yeah, I saw the boss list down there with all the changes. I don't know what the changes were, but Ashen? Let's go Ashen. What you up to? Play Terraria? You know nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Alright, you guys let me know if the sound's too loud, too quiet once we get in. Doing early stream today. What you playing? Carlo! I remember this time. It just came back to me. The 0 is an O. For the worthy master mode hardcore. Yeah, that seems ridiculous. Ridiculous. Make one mistake and suddenly like dozens of hours are gone. Right off the bat, does the music seem too loud or too quiet or just right? Just right. Online at the normal time? No, I'm late. Or you mean you? I'm late. My wife's not feeling well, so I'm having to take care of some stuff in the morning. Seems alright. Great memory. Paw's catfish. Hungry for some catfish. Yeah, I haven't had catfish in a long time. I used to eat beer battered catfish all the time when I was a kid. You this time? Guys, send me a break. I'll move my camera out of the way. I'm thinking the bottom right is not the best place in this game. Yeah, the next few days is just gonna be kind of chill streams. Hopefully, it's not too detrimental to the stream. We'll see. Let me turn on the Wayne June alerts again here. All right, I guess I'll record this, even though I doubt I'm gonna do anything with it. But I guess it's just good to have. It's kind of hard. It's bad building a little house. It's fine. As soon as you start digging, it falls all over. You want to catch a catfish yet? Oh, I'm glitched. I wonder what I'm going to die to first. You guys think I'm going to die to a slime? That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling I'm going to die to a slime. The little guide person is going to try to protect me, and a green slime is just going to kill me. A demon eye? That's a pretty good bet, too. probably more likely. All right, let's go. I thought about, so the world doesn't get deleted. I thought about maybe I'll make this a little easier on myself and I'll use the same world. And so since it's my first time, but I'm not 100% sold on that yet. It seems a little cheesy that way, because then I could just farm extra sets of gear and have it in chests, but it kind of gets rid of the point. But anyway, 4 months. So you tried the beef. How's it going, Squid? Welcome in. All right, let's start the recording. Recording has begun. Don't know if I'll keep it, but here it is. So yeah, we're gonna play on the hardest difficulty, master mode, hardcore, so that if we die, our character is deleted. And I'm not really a expert at the game, so expect lots of death, but it's gonna be a fun few days of just doing whatever in some games while we get ready to start our new RimWorld challenge, which is gonna be a lot of fun. Zach, thank you for the follow. Doing all right, yeah. Just taking care of things in the morning because mod wife's not feeling well. Saves still get deleted when you die. Oh, I don't know. Usually life crystals, yeah. All right, let's go. Single player, new. I'm gonna name the characters after their number, so we can easily keep track of how many have died. So this is number 1. Hardcore characters die for good. So hardcore, we'll go with the male. Mayan. I don't know. This guy. That guy, there we go. Oh, wait, that guy. A little bit darker hair, there we go. Got the blue. We gotta make this, we're gonna get good at this part of the game. We're gonna speedrun making characters because they're gonna die so often. Let's go on Reezy, welcome in. I need to be a little bit more pale than that, right? There we go. Sure did just career, but now you're playing. Makes a lot of sense. How's it going, Princey? Stuff, welcome in. Get ready for some death. It's gonna be terrible. All right, good enough. Let's do it. Never seen this game. Here we go. So we're also gonna make a new world.
Welcome to the
We're gonna do this the same. We're gonna go world 1. You know what? We'll put the seed as that too, as just the number, and we'll see what that does. And we're gonna go medium size. I've never done a small world. Screw it. Let's do small. I'm doing hardcore hardest, yeah. Like where slimes will be able to kill us.
Welcome to the queue.
Push through the birding. Emoji victorious. That's right. There we go. I haven't heard of that one. I'm also actually going to choose Crimson because I've just been playing with my daughter on a classic world that's corruption, so I just want to see Crimson. All right, here we go. Time to die. You summoned the boss not on purpose though, so you just left? Oh yeah. He despawns, yeah. All right, here we go. Third-person stealth game that casts you as an undead assassin with the power to control the shadows, teleport to any shadow, become invisible, materialize weapons, even summon a shadow dragon to infiltrate the enemy ranks and dispose of your targets. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Only $3. All right, here we go. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Everything's 1. Let's do it. I will move the overlay after I get a box built. It's time to die. Oh my god. So one thing that's going to get me killed, I know absolutely 100%. Let's go ahead and Inspector. Is I've been playing this with my wife and daughter on Classic because it's my daughter's first time playing. And we're pretty far in, so I have a lot of things that I'm used to. So for instance, I don't take fall damage on my other character, right? No fall damage at all. And so I'm probably going to die to falling. That's what I am thinking is most likely to happen. I'm going to just start with a little box here. Oh man, I'm used to like destroying this stuff in one hit. Oh, this is gonna go swimmingly. So we're gonna start with just a little box, just so I have a place to dig at night. And you know, it can be the guide's starter house. There you go, guide. There you go, guy. Fantastic house for you. Look at that. What do you know? No slimes yet? This game's easy. It's 2D Minecraft. A little bit. It has more than Minecraft, though, honestly. Now that I played Minecraft a bit with my daughter, there's so many more, like, enemies and stuff in this game. I mean, outside of, like, modded Minecraft, right? How's the sound anyway? In most. Story heavy 2D puzzle platformer. Oh, I forgot to look at that Minesweeper game that you told me about. Oh no, the first slime. It's time to die. Haven't played modded Minecraft yet, which is the real Minecraft. Excuse me, slime. I'm not ready for you yet. It's sad. Sad that I'm afraid of a slime. For some reason, wooden weapons are better than copper. Don't know why. That's just how the game is. So let's get some doors. Let's make some wooden gear. My wooden helmet, wooden chest piece, wooden pants, which sounds super comfortable. Wooden sword, got that. All right. Man, I can't even imagine wooden pants. Minecraft ones that melted your 1070. Oh god. More combat focused than exploring and building. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, and this world is finite, where you can have like an infinite world in Minecraft. All right, so we'll get rid of that. What else do I need to craft right off the bat? That's good. Oh, I'm gonna grab a hammer. Right. For building. I don't think these are in the same spot as in my other game. So that's gonna screw me over. That's all right. It's a problem for future I don't worry about. Fantastic. Look at that. Yeah, I'm... Oh, God. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. This is it. This is it. This is the big one. All right, we're fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, some of the texture packs that I've seen for Minecraft are really, really crazy. I'm also so used to having, like... I have, like, 100... good potions in my other game, so this is gonna be... I'm gonna like hit H. It's not gonna do anything. I'm gonna die. We know what's gonna happen. Modded Terraria. Yeah, I haven't played modded Terraria either. Yeah. All right, let's see what biomes are on the other sides of us here. All right. So we got our little starting zone. Is the sound a little low? Or is it fine? It seems low on my end. Interesting sword technique. The windmill. We got desert. That's nice.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Hey, slime, leave me alone. I'm trying to thank someone here. All right. Sounds fine. Thank you. I'm trying to interact with chat, slime, please. All right. Pyro. Thank you for the resub. 7 months. Trying to get me killed, but I appreciate it. All right, so we got desert on that side, which is pretty good. You know, it'd be awesome over here if we have ice, like a snow biome. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if there's like some rules. Ooh, there's a little place down there with a chest. Look at that. Oh no. We have crimson on that side, so we won't be going that way for quite some time. Freaking slime. How'd you engineer a balloon? All right, so desert to the right of us, crimson to the left of us. I guess we're gonna be chopping some wood, and then we're gonna be... There's a little place with a chest down there, though, I want to get to. Also, you obviously open door to modders and implement in Steam Workshop. Yeah, we were looking at it, so I think when I'm done playing through the base game with my wife and daughter... Why isn't my button working? There we go. I think when I'm done doing that, I'll try out one of the overhaul mods. But yeah, I've never played modded Terraria at all. Copper ore. Oh god, I'm so used to being able to run and jump really high. I guess we're gonna start just working on the tunnel down. I might as well wait till the first night. Let's just get like as much wood as we can, and then we'll go. Calamity, yeah, that's the one I was looking at, yeah. Last time I played, yeah, there was no Steam Workshop integration, so it's been a long time. Also, I need to do what Stuff was saying with Skyrim. I never even looked into that. So, modded Skyrim's awesome. I haven't played it in many years, though. And one thing I did hate was, like, trying to get all the mods working together, and then it would take days to get them all working. You had to have, like, script extenders and stuff. It was like, well, now you can just go find mod packs that people have put together that are already completely optimized and working correctly, and you just literally download that set. It's like, oh, I should do that. All right, guide. I guess you're staying out there because I'm digging. Do we get any gel for torches? Yeah. 9 torches. I'm gonna highlight those so we don't accidentally throw them down. Start on X or 360. Never really did the whole mod thing. I really like modded Skyrim. It's kind of crazy, obviously, how many mods there are. But even just like the graphic and town overhaul mods, like making the towns look prettier. It's really nice. Oh, right. I gotta be careful. I have no way back up. I'm so used to my other playthrough with my daughter. It'll be fine. Don't worry. We won't die. I know. Isn't it crazy? Yeah. So, hey, it's mod wife. Like used in the mod that adds 150 spells. The mod that revamps the perk system too. It's too dark. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely gonna die many times. All right, we've made it to a cavern. I don't have a way to double jump. I don't have a chain to latch onto the wall. We continue down. I think in my game I have 3 as the pickaxe. I think that's what's going on here. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what's going on. And 2 is my ranged weapon. So, I might go ahead and just craft a ranged weapon so it's in, like, the spot I'm used to. Oh my god, I can't even jump up to that platform in this one. This is not going to go well. There you go, guide. It's not, you won't even consider this a house because there's no chair, there's no back wall. I don't care. Okay, we'll just put a little dinky bow there. I'm looking forward to trying out Oxy Not Included again, too. It's been a long time. Minecraft won't let you log into your account. Sue them. Sue the company. I will survive. This is so slow. What do I have in hours? I have like the hallowed pickaxe axe or whatever. And so it's like I melt the ground. Just melt it. Oh, I need to move the overlay. I said I was going to do that, and then I was like, apparently I'm not. All right, let's move you right there. Perfect. Like it was meant to be. Like a glove. Like a glove, a good neighbor is there. So I'm going magic. Like I said, that's one of the really good things about it too, is you're not locked in, right? So you end up finding a really crazy, awesome melee weapon. Switch back to melee. Whatever. Do half and half. Iron. But I keep trying to latch onto the wall. So for anyone that doesn't know, in Terraria, one of the items that you get fairly early on is a hook that lets you latch onto the wall. And it makes things a lot safer. I do not have one of those yet because we just started. All right. We're gonna keep mining. There's some ore. We gotta reroute this water though, because I do not have a way to survive in that water. Like the spell so varied, yeah. There's have you gotten any of the actual spell books yet? If you didn't know, you can, I don't know if it's still this way, but it used to be this way. I know you've been to the dungeon. The bookshelves there, you can actually get spells from them. There's like this water bolt spell that's pretty strong early on. You used to get it from the dungeon's bookcases. I don't know if that's still the case, but it used to be how it was. Yeah, one that shoots the skull. Should use whatever's most optimal for that boss. Yeah. Gold! Oh, whoops. Yeah, let's just bury ourselves. I think one thing that's going to be important on this playthrough that doesn't really matter on my normal playthrough with my wife and daughter is building boxes around me really fast. So I'm probably going to have to work on which hotkey is a block. And if I start getting surrounded, just build a wall around me really quickly. And then I can teleport back to base, you know? Thinking that's going to come into play quite a bit. We'll see, though. Oh, is there no back wall there? I did it again. I feel like I need to leave that there. Oh, right. It has to attach to something else. Right. Then we can get rid of that other. Looking forward to trying to Auction Not Included again, too. So, I didn't buy the DLC yet because I want to get used to the game again. And I looked. So, we were talking about doing Auction Not Included no pause, which I probably wouldn't do to start with until I got used to the game again. But I cannot find anyone that's been doing Auction Not Included as no pause. Probably a good reason for it. So many dupes will die. But seems like it'll be a fun thing. So now I'm back, so welcome in. Supposed to get the water bolt before killing Skeletron, really? If you're lucky enough for it to spawn up high. Oh yeah, so you don't get just wrecked in the dungeon, right? Tungsten. I don't think I can mine that yet, right? Oh no, I can't. I'm a liar. Let's go, a noob. Welcome in. Congratulations, you made it through the week. I'm only halfway through my week. So, don't lie to me. That's what I do. Talking about with the no pause. Auction Not Included. Yeah, I've never... We're talking about on stream how Auction Not Included, if I played it like I do RimWorld, would be next to impossible. And so I was like, I wonder if anyone else is playing it that way. I could not find, like, any content of no pause. And like I said, probably for good reason. But I might try it out. There will be many dupe deaths if I do, but... they're expendable.
A kind gesture.
Hey, Mod Wife Squirrel Lady. Thank you for the 55 bits to yourself. I'm sure you appreciate that. Sure do. So there are bosses in the game that did not exist last time I played with my, now that my wife, my daughter, and I are playing together, we were trying some of the ones out, and we summoned, what was that, the Empress of Lights? I won't say too much about it because I know there's at least one person here that's kind of blind to that stuff as well. She is crazy. Empress of Light is crazy. That's like a real boss fight. It's completely like night and day from all the other bosses that are in the game before her. She's really insane. Really awesome fight though. All right. So what's that? Appreciate you. That's right. Right. I was gonna reroute this water. Let's do that. The way I can keep digging straight down. Uh-oh. There's a zombie somewhere. I don't know if Terraria is still on sale, but it's if you've never played it, it's definitely worth playing. Might not look like it on the surface. It's a pretty deep game and has lots and lots and lots of content. Tons of stuff to do in it. Yeah, I played a bit. And my daughter's really liking it too. I bought it for her about a week ago. It was on sale half off, which is like a steal. Like, yeah, it was like $4 and I bought it for her. Got a command for that? Oh yeah, the appreciate one. Appreciate you. We're getting a lot of iron. I see even more down there. Let's get that before I reroute this. Is there an enemy on the other side of this? I'm out. I'm out of torches. It's all right. That's all right. We can replace this iron with stone. No problem. There's a chamber down there. Yeah, tons and tons of hours. And now that modding is so easily done with the workshop, I probably shouldn't go in there without a torch. Like normal, I would, but this is hardcore, master, whatever, all those adjectives. So I gotta take it nice and slow. Nice and slow. So after we get this, this iron, we'll go up and see if we can make some Metal Gear. Metal Gear Solid. Just this Terraria talk last night was making you want to play, and now you're seeing it. Gotta play again. Yeah, it's crazy how much stuff has changed since the last time I played. Like I said, I think I tried it again, like when Master Mode was released. It was like the 8th or 9th anniversary of the game or something like that, but I didn't really start playing it again. I made a Master Mode world, played for a couple hours, died, didn't go back to it. But man, the amount of stuff that's been added in the last updates in the last however long it's been, like 7 years. Crazy amount of new stuff. New to me anyway. All right, we're gonna need to kill some slimes for some more torches. Oh, let me go ahead and reroute that water like I kept saying I was going to. Then we'll go up. Hopefully we got enough stuff to make next tier of items. Watch the gameplay video posted? No, I haven't. I haven't really had a chance to do anything. Wasn't even able to get a YouTube video ready for today. But I will watch it, yeah. Someone else posted a video as well for me to watch. Iron, more iron. Man, there's a lot of iron just right below our base. Got pretty lucky there. Can you blow up the crimson blocks and the corruption blocks with explosives right off the bat from the beginning of the game, or not? Because I know some blocks you can't until like certain things have happened. Routing water. And you side. That's one pineapple. You can't blow them up? Good. Because we have crimson right beside of us, although I'll probably die trying to do it, so. Alright. How do I want to set up the base this time? I think I'm going to put the NPCs underground right here. So, yeah, let's start that. Sorry, pineapple. We've been talking about Terraria lately. I had to play. Yeah, and then use the hammer on the orb. That's what I was thinking. I don't remember what the crimson one gives you, because I've had corruption probably my last, I don't know, 10 playthroughs, so. R-squared, is today your 21st birthday? Someone told me that. Close the doors till you do. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing down here. Now I'll make some trap doors. I'm gonna make it 6 deep. Or no? Oh yeah, I don't mind. I just don't remember what the crimson drops. Does it? I know the corruption one drops the ball of hurts, which is a mace, and it drops a musket. So what is the equivalent on crimson? Something like that. Happy birthday, Frosty the Snowman. I do the Frosty happy birthday thing all the time. All right, we'll put a door here. Excuse me. That's one too many blocks. Frosty the Snowman. Crimson does drop the same musket. Yeah, and then there's the purple orb that does light. Does the Crimson have its own light pet? I'm assuming like there's an equivalent for each one. Oh, isn't there a mace from the Crimson too, like called the meatball or something? That sounds familiar. I feel like I remember a meatball. An equivalent light pet too. There is. And the red one's a heart. Thank you. Good enough. Let's get... Oh, right. I need more gel. See if there's a slime around. Have you killed any slimes there, guide? Oh, I'm so slow. Man, in mine, I have the queen slime mount and like wings and stuff. So, yeah, I know. I have to replace the background with wall, and then I have to have a table and chair or a table and bed, and I'm gonna split it so it's just barely over minimum size. Also need to get light in there. But yeah, I need to get a first hook. Yep. Hello, slimes. Oh, don't want to go to the Crimson. There's a chest right down there. Well, I guess I'll just build some until we see a slime. Oh yeah, the first hook is so nice. Or even the like the different double jump ones are really nice too. All right. Place the wall in the middle of dirt. Find an edge and work in. I don't know. I think it's just default though. I don't have anything, so. I have to find an edge for wall with a hammer. I don't know if there's any way around that, but as far as like just building the wall, or building blocks, yeah. Just replace. For me. So I know you can make a hook from some gemstones and what is it, chain? There's also some that drop, right? Probably get one out of a chest. I know the Slime King drops one, but hopefully he doesn't spawn anytime soon. Oh, it's in the menu. Gotcha. So I've just had that setting on forever. If you open the menu, there is a replace block toggle option to the left of the inventory. Thank you. So apparently I have that on. Block swap. The actual settings itself. It's on by default. I think you still have to hammer it out to replace wall though, right? Oh, I see. Hotbar unlocked. Block swap on. Ruler is off. Ruler is a default thing now? What? That used to be an item a long time ago. You could only get the measurement thing like that with an item. Nice. You can replace over? All right, let's try it. Let's do it. I mean, I'm just waiting for slimes anyway, but... All right. Let's go with stone down there. Oh, there's a slime. It does. So I did all that replacement for nothing.
Welcome to the queue.
Into the queue. Hey, guide, can you kill those for me so I don't have to worry about it? Are you streaming it? Watch playthrough on difficult worlds. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, there's a lot I've forgotten about that as well. Guide, can you kill those for me? I'm terrified. Come on. Terrified of slimes. Give me an umbrella, that would help. Umbrella for the slow fall. I got an umbrella hat. It's not quite what I had in mind, but I'm gonna wear that. There we go. All right. Yes, who is it? I don't want any of your government candy. All right, I got some gel. Nice. I played before? Yeah, I've played before. It's been a long time, though. I've never done hardcore, so expect many a death. Last time I played Terraria a lot was like 7 years ago, so a lot has changed. So, doing all right for you. Thank you for asking. All right, Mr. Guide. There you go. Take this table. I'll put a happy little table just right down here. Okay. Use a chair. Excuse me. That chair. It doesn't need to be next to the table, but for me it does. For me it does. And then how many is it? Is it? I feel like it's the 7th. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe it's 8. I don't remember. We'll find out. The game will tell us if the room's not good for him. So is the mini shark still like the best, or one of the best range weapons in pre-hard mode? Like, is that still the strategy when you're doing hard difficulty playthroughs? Is where you like, one of the easiest ways is just farm money safely and then get the gold and buy the mini shark and then destroy things? Oh yeah, Frostpunk is free on Epic. So if you haven't played Frostpunk is a really good game. It is free right now on Epic, and you don't have to. That's good enough. You don't have to like put in credit card information. You don't even have to download the whatchamacallit, the launcher. You just claim it on the site. Snowball cannon. Sandstorm in a bottle. I don't remember that one. Blast spell. I looked at it a little bit. Yeah. Haven't decided if I'm gonna try it out yet or not though. But maybe. Snowball's pretty good for killing out Cthulhu. A grid thing for the pointer? You mean this that I'm already using, or? So this cloud version with animation spins you. I got you. Shows the grid around the pointer. Where do you turn that on and off? I should be killing slimes during the day and build this at night. But, you know. I'm gonna need a lot of gel. Torches. Die slime. I really thought I was gonna die to a slime. I might still, but it's in the settings masterpiece. Let me look at what it looks like, see if I want to turn it on or not. Pick up text on. Event progress bar on. Place preview on. Highlight new item on. Tile grid. See what that looks like. Oh. I see. So it's like easier to count how many tiles. I might turn it back on at some point. Thank you, but not now. Last time I played, I was zoomed in a lot more too, and I know you can change it to however you want, but I'm happy to have it not zoomed in like I used to play. So this is not replacing the wall. Oh, you have to do it at the very edge only. Okay. That's interesting that you can do non-wall from anywhere with the replace, but you have to be at the edge to do actual wall, even with the setting on. Your Facebook page, Humble, had an ad, and when you clicked on it, enters your partner info. Same. Oh, that's pretty cool, yeah. If you've been through my link before. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. All right. Let's get another door there. I'm trying to remember the next NPCs that move in. I don't know. It doesn't take long. I think Demolitionist, is he always the second one? Anyway. Let's see what we can craft here. We need to get our furnace. We can move that later. For now, I'm just going to throw craft and crap in here. Let's make some bars. We survived our first night. It's a Christmas miracle. All right, the merchant first, yeah. Demolitionist when you find dynamite. Nurse when you find hearts. Merchants when you get your first gold. Thank you. All right. Make the anvil. Wrong table. You know what? I'll steal your table. It's fine. There you go. Sorry. So I made the wrong thing, so you must suffer. Died in this game mode? Each death. No, I didn't. What is theirs? No, I didn't. I know who they are vaguely from ARPG stuff, but I don't watch them. All right, we can make iron gear. Let's see. What's pickaxe power for copper? 35 versus 40. All right, I'm gonna start out with an iron pickaxe, and I'm gonna try and get to that chest over there that we know nearby. Then, so when I'm playing this normally, not on hardcore, I skip so many tiers of things because there's not really a lot of risk, right? So like, I'll rush to get like 3 levels higher of the pickaxe. Instead, an armor. But instead of this, I feel like we have to go through the actual tiers to try to live. I'm gonna have a lot. See, last night, they added points of interest in space for relics and stuff. Interesting. Is that only if you have DLC or altogether, you think? All right. I guess I'll make this iron helmet. Look at us. We have 1 piece of iron gear. Now we can kill a slime. Let's see how fast we kill a slime now. Now we're not using a wooden sword. Come here. Oh no. This is a different sword animation. It's time to die. I forgot that it's the little dinky dagger stab thing. It's probably related to the DLC. All right, it's almost nighttime. Let's make some torches and let's go down and see if we can find that chest. As many torches as we can. I forgot all about this sword animation. I'm so used to the big swinging swords, but anyway, we know there's a chest that way somewhere. Also needs to be using the shift key more than I am. Short swords are bad, yeah. I made the short swords of the broadsword. Yep. Whoops. It's alright, we just wasted our gold. It's no big deal. I'm sure gold is super plentiful. It won't come back to bite me in any way. Alright, so I see that building over there. I gotta remember how you tell if a chest is trapped as well. I guess for now, just any chest that's not in a ruin, and that's a golden chest, I'm just going to ignore. No, I don't have the DLC for auction not included yet, so I'll end up getting it if I keep playing it more, but figure I'm gonna relearn the base game a little bit first before I I read what it adds. Interestingly, the DLC for Auction Not Included is still listed as mixed reviews. Surprising for me. Finners, welcome in. A short sword. Excuse me. Melee in general seems like it's gonna be, I mean, like melee weapons in general, sword specifically, seems like it's gonna be pretty rough and hardcore master mode. Personally, you love it. That's what everyone that I've ran into tells me also. I'm surprised that it's got mixed reviews on Steam. But maybe it's kind of like how Royalty with RimWorld had mixed reviews. It's because it's not a lot of content, even though it's more RimWorlds. And I would have bought it regardless just to support the devs, you know? So on flesh, very brave. I don't know. I don't know if brave's the right word. And I don't know about this zombie at this stage, honestly. With this friggin' sword, it's probably not a good idea. Can I poke you through the wall, I wonder? Come back. Thomas the path. Hey, I'm hitting him. This is bullcrap. Change upgrades. Terraria RimWorld. Yeah, it had mixed reviews too, though, when it first came out. Can I hit you now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Aha! Well, Mama has mixed reviews. It's just a small zombie. Taking no chances. Alright. We definitely need that painting. It's very important. Alright, our first chest. Let's see if we get some early game help here. Wand of Sparking. Some grenades. Some potions. Some rope. I mean, stuff we didn't already have, so I'll take it all, obviously, but Wand of Sparking. I don't remember that one. Well, let's try it out. Wow. Wow. Oh, we are gonna kill everything now. It's like, yeah, the worst one. Oh, I forgot about the face monsters. Told you I haven't done Crimson in a long time. I'm dead. I looked over at chat. First one out of the way. GG. Why did I build a wall around myself? I don't know. Wait, why didn't it just auto delete? Oh, it did. Okay. Never mind. You turn into a ghost.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
The channel point thing. All right. First one in the bag. What should we do, though? Like, what should it be? Will I survive X number of minutes? All right. New recording. Okay, we're gonna get really good at making characters. So you can't believe that. Hardcore. I've never played hardcore in this game. There's gonna be many a death. Good to get one out of the way early, you know? That's all. That's all. It's fine. Good enough. An even minute or an odd minute? Alright. Character number 2. And map number 2. Medium master. Let's go again. Fish guy, I told you to fish in Sky Lakes. Yes. Have you been into the cloud areas yet? Let's go ahead and Potato. Welcome back, by the way. That's 20 minutes. Yeah, I do. That's probably what they should be right now. Will I survive for a half hour? You found floating islands and no lakes. Some of them will have lakes on them, yeah. And if you, you should have one that has a lake. And if not, you could always make one up there by dumping water. But yeah, armor is going to be a priority over. I accidentally made the short sword, so mistakes were made. All right, let's go. Let's go. We got it this time. Half the islands are lakes, and half of them have the houses with chests. So you should have some more. You have a medium world, right? Yeah, you should have enough. I think no matter what size your world, but the kind of I'm using medium world for this. The kind of nice thing about the small worlds though is it's smaller vertically as well, and so you can, once you get certain mounts or wings or whatever, you can like just jump up and see if there are cloud areas. Got this time. Yeah, last time I played, when Master Mode first came out and I tried it, there was a cave right by my starting area. And that cave just happened to have an umbrella in it, and that helped a lot with initial exploration. Save me, guide. Don't worry, I got this. I got this. All right. Yeah, let's just get a bunch of wood during the day. All right, Rihanna. Horseshoes? I don't remember what horseshoes do. Use the gravity potions. Yeah, those are pretty cool too. I like using those to come up the like elevator tunnels that you make. First death was a bat, huh? Oh god, don't have the second one be a slime. Pay attention. Yeah, they are really crazy when you first use them. I see you, slime. I'm watching you. I'm betting fishing in general is pretty good in this game for like I mean all the crap you get from fishing. There's some pretty good stuff from fishing is what I'm saying. I'm wondering if on this mode one thing you could do is like literally just make some really safe fishing areas. Just fish until you have some good stuff. Like you can even get some of the really good ore out of fishing, right? Like I don't know if it's gate kept behind certain events or whatnot, but I do remember like fishing up some of the later ore and bars and stuff. And obviously there's weapons and items and stuff too, but best way to find items early game. Oh yeah, the gravity potions. I'd be afraid to use one right now. We'd have found one. I thought my first death would be fall damage. Bat wasn't even on my radar. Alright. Have to go off flash to get the better ores, even from the fishing boxes. Gotcha. Alright. We're just gonna go with a starter box here. I usually build like a real house, but I ain't got time for that. Got time for that in this mode. I want to build a pretty house and then just get it deleted. Star crates can have up to platinum though. Yeah, that's not bad. It's a good thing that the wall of flesh can't spawn just when he dies in general. It has to be the, you know, the lava and the voodoo doll dies early. The wall of flesh. All right. So, Cam, welcome back. How you been, Cam? It's been a little bit. A little bit. Jake's dead. Sorry, Jake. No hard feelings. Better you than me. That's all I know. We'll get a new, better guide than Jake. I suppose let's do wood in here this time. I don't feel like going out and mining stone. All right, need a corner here. We discovered that last time. What a nice little hobbit hole for not Jake, whoever's gonna be next. Not Jake. Someone get to use Phasmophobia last night? You tried it out yet? Why your parks have been burning? You allowed fireworks? Wait, in what? Squid? Alright, is that big enough for the guide? Is that gonna be alright? It's suitable. Doesn't look suitable to me. Apparently they don't care. Oh, and City Skyline, okay. It's like... Woo, don't mind that out. Not yet. Go this weekend. I really liked it when I was blind to it. I'm not sure I'd like it as much now that it's like, you know, it's pretty crazy. Fine, watch me play with you. You gonna be playing it again? Big chicken. I just have to put on a show for you guys, right? That's all that is. You can tell. So we're the best of friends. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna do the little crafting area over here again. We can expand on it later. Zach. What? Hey, wait. They leave? Gravestones? It's not good for me. Cause enough graves cause you to get a graveyard, I believe, right? And then there are mobs from that we don't want right now. Alright. You got that one? Yeah, you kill that one. I'm gonna take a drink. I wonder which biomes are beside me this time. Man, I should have went over there and got cactus gear right off the bat. Come to think of it, as long as I didn't get killed by vultures. But we'll see what's on that side this time. It's getting night, so I guess we'll just dig down. You just pick them up. Doesn't that spawn ghosts sometimes? I don't know how many you have to break before. I know it has like a chance to spawn ghosts. Break. Or it used to, I should say. My information is only like 6 to 7 years out of date, you know? 35 damage from a slime. Save me, Zach. Come on. If a graveyard is created, it'll spawn things like pumpkins and ghosts and ravens and stuff. But I think you can spawn a ghost just by destroying a gravestone. Like I said, unless that's changed as well. Who knows? Let's see. I think the regen from that is gonna reach to the ground, right? To the floor. Yeah, okay. All right, it's nighttime. Good luck out there. I'm closing this up. Digging down. Godspeed, Zach. Almost called you Jake. Jake's dead. What'd you have for the hype train? That's pretty awesome, yeah. Who was it? Baby Carrots was talking about how the new hype train emotes are so good compared to the old ones. I agree. Man, I don't know if we're gonna be as lucky. That last seed, we had like iron right under us. Just freaking dirt this time.
Our community
dirt.
grows.
Terraria Tank Top. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Cats and dogs. Are you happy with this? Yeah. We're digging. Always digging. Shooting star. Lights ball notification. Why, thank you. You like that one also? Yeah, that's not too bad. That one's not too bad either. Whoops. Alright. Yeah, this is, man, I can't believe I wasted that other seed. It was so much better than this one. Oh, well. Sad times. It's not scary when you have people who know what they're doing. Yeah, I know, which is what I don't like. I want it to be new and frightening again. You know? Once you know what you're doing in the game, you just like rush. You're like, all right, we gotta have this item for this kind of ghost. Let's throw it down. All right, they wrote in it. All right, cool. We know it's not this one. Okay, next item. Let's get that. Let's get that down. All right. Like it's, I don't know. There's something about it. It's not as interesting, but I've been playing Terraria for it. I used to play a long time ago, but it's been a long time. So this is the first time playing it again in like 6 or 7 years. So expect many a death. Yeah, which wings? A lot of the wings are different. Not all the wings are made equally. Yeah, some of them are almost not worth using, like you were talking about, the ones you got, compared to your other stuff. And then there are some that are super good. Nice wood amount. Nice.
666 pieces of wood.
The fledgling wings, yeah, those are those ones aren't too great. I think one of the easiest ones you can get early, or it used to be, is the flaming ones. Flaming ones you can farm right after you get to hard mode pretty easily. Or if you have the money, you can just buy the ones from the witch doctor when you get them. All right, I'm scared of this. Our first death was to Is that a spike trap right there? Dart trap? Yep. First death was to a bat down here, so we already started over from that. That's fine. Surely there aren't more bats in a dungeon. No, I'm not gonna play with any mods right now. Like, this is literally the first time I've played in 6 or 7 years. That would kind of ruin the point of me doing what I'm doing. So no mods yet. No mods yet. All right, there's a little bit of ore. What are you doing out here, bunny? How about Zubats? All right, yeah, let me get somewhere safe and I'll do it. I should have been here yesterday during the Dragon Age potent quotables from Baby Carrots. No, that one's pretty terrible. I didn't hear the worm. I didn't hear the worm. Heard some zombies. All right, guy, I'm chilling here with you while I do this. All right, Squad has used his channel points to summon Granny from the bowels of hell via walkie-talkie. All right. I'm not going to pre-read them. Let's see if you got good Granny quotes or bad Granny quotes. Or bad Granny quotes. It's like my dear old Granny used to say.
Another one of nature's pockets that we don't talk about. The ear hole.
She also fairly often said,
He needs real hard, firm fruits.
Granny really liked hard, firm things. Fruits was no exception. But the last thing I remember my Granny ever saying to me was,
Whoa, this controller vibrates. My keyboard sure don't do that.
when I was a kid, I didn't know why Granny was so excited about vibrating controllers. But nowadays, I just don't like to think about it. Down there digging. Thanks, R Squared. Not quite as good as the triple that Baby Carrots hit yesterday, but still pretty good. Granny, please. Granny, please, no. You too can save up your channel points and summon Granny. Tell you terrible things. All right. The area in Dragon Age. Oh, that was my favorite part of Dragon Age so far. That was such an awesome part. Story-wise, the zone itself, like, it was really good. I had a lot of fun in Dragon Age yesterday. My favorite part of it so far, by leaps and bounds. Not that I disliked the rest of the game, it's just that area was so good. Is that some more copper I see there? Quality controller. Just looking out for you. Make sure you get those vibrating controllers, little Adam. Is that just stone there, or is that, yeah, it looks like it. Class am I playing? Whatever I find. I'm just playing to have fun, so I'm not like relegating myself to only melee or only ranged or anything like that. Like I said, this is literally the first time I've been playing this in like 6 or 7 years. So just having fun, taking some variety days. Gonna die a lot, just having fun. This is not for the very first time, no. First time in like 6 years. Let's go to Cyril. Jamie, welcome back. That's so much fun with Terraria. It's fun singing it. Yeah, it's a really good game. Started playing 7 months ago. All right. Bats, there's something for us. I gotta be ready to build these dirt barriers between me and bats. One of the controller or the rumble packs? That's right. No, Granny, I need the memory card in the back of the N64 controller. No. I want the controller to vibrate when I do a barrel roll. It helps with immersion. Okay, Granny. Just didn't know. Just didn't know. There is a boulder trap right up there. What triggers it? Is the question. Have we survived longer than last time yet? I feel like this is around when we died last. No, we survived the first night. All right. Hit up, see what we can do. Yeah, there's a boulder trap there. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do any modded stuff. I'm just having fun for the weekend before we start our next real challenge thing on the stream. All right. And I mean, there's been so much added to the game since the last time I played. Like I said, it was like 6 or 7 years ago last time I really played. A reborn quote wasn't added. It was a good one. What was it? Sorry, Rakes, you're a dweeb. You of all people adding a new Rakes quote. He doesn't care if it's against him. He just knows it's a higher percentage of Rakes quotes now. He's good with it. All right. Well, back down we go. Those games where the dev said, this is the last update. They keep updating it. Yeah. Yeah. But he is a dweeb. All right. I'm gonna see what zones have spawned in this map. Actually, you know what? Let's keep going a little bit. Yeah, that sucked too. They were gonna make Terraria 2 and then maybe they're still, you never know, maybe they're still working on it. Even though they said they're not. You never tell. More Rakes quotes means more Rakes quotes. That's right. It's dangerous down here. It's dangerous everywhere on this mode, man. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna die so much today. And then eventually I'm gonna switch over to Oxygen Not Included, and then we're gonna kill things in that too. And then our new Rimworld challenge will be on Tuesday. And you know what? We're gonna die a lot on that too. But it's gonna be fun bets. I did not mean to... did not mean to build it that way. What is this noise? These cave noises. I usually don't play with my headset on either because I'm playing with my daughter and my wife. And my daughter's in this room with me, so I need to be able to hear. Jackpot! Any traps around here? Next Rimworld. So I'm gonna try to beat 500% no pause with melee only. We'll start as tribal this time so that we have 5 to start with, and we'll probably do random map again. If it ends up being too hard, I'll probably end up choosing a mountain map instead, but I think I'm gonna start at least with doing a random map. So random map, tribal start, Randy, losing is fun, no pause, 500%, melee only. That's gonna be brutal. I don't know. We're gonna be using a lot of animals, a lot of side casting. I still have to. The reason I didn't start it yet this week is I've been looking at the scenario for it and trying to decide what rules I'm gonna have in place for certain things. So like melee only, can we use grenades? Does that work? Can we use mortars? What all can and can't we use, sort of thing. And I haven't decided, so I'm gonna be thinking about that over the weekend, trying to figure out what I want to make the exact rules be. We'll see. Aim all the Collins Narth. There's a spike trap right there. Dart trap, whatever you want to call it. A trap, either way. So once you place dart traps of your own, is that a boulder there too? It is. Once you place dart traps of your own, I know they hit monsters. They no longer hit you. Might be easier on like ice sheet or something like that. Yeah, it might actually be. Yeah. Or like I said, mountain specifically too. We'll see. At first, I'll probably try just random map. Man, that last seed was so much better. Is that a minecart track? So in a normal playthrough, a non-hardcore, I would just go jump on that mine track right now. And we'd see where it took us. But I'm pretty sure it's going to take us to death. I've looked at going medieval. I don't know. I've watched a little bit of it. It doesn't... I know people are relating it to like a medieval 3D Minecraft. For whatever reason, it's just not really grabbing my attention. I might give it a shot, but yeah, I don't know. All right, let's see if it's daytime up top so I can see which biomes spawn on our sides there. Try hardcore, die to random traps. Oh, I know, me too. Yeah, I usually don't play it. I figured I would just do it for fun on the stream. Die to random traps, random fall damage. Talking to chat, and you die to dot damage. Look over, suddenly there's a bat. Yeah. Antiquarian. Man, we had so much iron and gold under the last base. Get over it, Adam. The last base is never coming back. Sad but true. All right. We'll see what zones are on these sides. Man, it's crazy that green slimes do like 16, 17 damage. We don't have a lot of armor, but just in the starting. Getting more interesting as more content's added, but don't think you get it just yet. Seems a bit big. Yeah, it's kind of how I'm feeling when I look at it too. It's like, I don't know. Ooh. A cave. Right next to us. A chest. Right next to us. Yeah, it's kind of the same way I'm feeling watching it. Like, I don't care for the I mean, graphics aren't the most important thing. I know a lot of people like hate RimWorld graphics. I actually like the RimWorld graphics, but I really don't like that game's graphics, and I can probably get used to them or, you know, overcome that dislike. Rash guide to plant fiber. Allow the collection of vine ropes from vines. 2% melee speed. Not exactly what we wanted here, but I mean, it's something. It's something. Go away, slime. Close ourselves in here. Time to die in here to a trap or something. Checked. First time I played Terraria ever? No, it's not. I played Terraria a lot like 6 or 7 years ago. So first time hardcore, first time master mode. But Terraria itself, no. I think I see some tungsten over there. So there's been a lot added to the game since last time I really played it a lot. But yeah, I'm just playing for fun. Just for fun. What? Playing games for fun. So yeah, first time master, first time hardcore. Really, I mean, I've like when master mode first came out, whatever, 8th or 9th anniversary, I like loaded the game up and I played a couple hours, but not really. Yeah, quite a while ago. In fact, Stuff was asking me something about the game, and I told him something, and boy was like, "No, that's not true." And I was like, "What?" And I looked, and that change was made like 7 years ago. I was like, "Oh, that's what happens." Games had so many updates. So. Crap out of it. Yeah, I think me and my wife played maybe like 300 hours of it back then or something like that. So a minuscule amount compared to like Darkest Dungeon and things, but we basically played until we beat the Moon Lord on not hard, what's it called? Expert? Yeah, that's it, Expert. And then we kind of stopped. We were doing it blindly back then too, so it took us a long time to figure out some things. Part of the fun. But today I'll probably end up playing a little bit of Ox Not Included too. It's been a couple years. I played that last in 2019, so that's also had so many updates since the last time I played. It's kind of nice when I finish, we do this quite a bit where I finish like a challenge run to whatever our primary game is early in the week, and then the rest of the week I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take the rest of this week and just play whatever the crap I want. Just have some fun before I go back to the best for the channel stuff. Yeah, it was like the newest stuff back then, yeah. Yeah, I'm really curious how the melee only thing will turn out too. I'm gonna have to build differently. We're gonna use side casting a lot. Probably a lot of there's some more over there. Probably a lot of animals. We'll see. And of course, still the losing is fun. No pause, all that kind of stuff. Channels, you told me you wanted to have fun. Masochism is fun. Still think it's ridiculous. That word is a banned word on Twitch. Masochism. You can't type out masochism in your profile or anything in your title, etc. It won't let you. It'll say it's invalid. So that's why if you look at my description, I had to use a special character for the C or whatever to get it by the filter. Oh, well, you can say whatever in chat, yeah, but I mean like in your profile and stuff. Well, you say whatever in chat within reason, but there are certain things that they won't let you put in your profile, and for whatever reason, that's one of them. So if you go try to update your profile on Twitch. Oh, Jesus. I just panicked. All right, let's see what we got here.
You, my friend, are rated E for excellent.
Jer, tier 2 again? 37 months. That's so close to a year. You just gotta come back one more month, Jer, and then you can stop subscribing if you want, but you can't, go shy of that 1 year mark like that. So, yeah, that's a long time. Thank you, Jer. I appreciate it, man. Do tons of games. Speaking of doing all kinds of different games. Yeah, man. Much love to Jer. It's been here forever. Since the beginning of time. Panic recall. Yeah. Not having another bat incident. I'm just gonna put a ranger up in there. I'm gonna put a lot of random blocks up here so I can spam blocks real quick. Might as well put this on. 2% melee speed. Woo! Wow. 2% melee. What a deal. Day bloom we might need at some point. We got healing potions now. That's nice. Let's keep this in here. Keep that. Shurikens. I should probably be using those too. Some lead ore. All right. That's a new thing called VOD chat, where you can watch VODs with the chat. Having into the stream. Can't show feet. Can have hot tub stream. That's right. That's right. Right, I made a short sword accident. I remember. Let's go and try Paladin. Welcome in. Yeah, that's interesting. VOD chat that already existed. Now they're re-releasing it. What is that? It's kind of dumb. But VOD chat was already a thing before. People would type during the stream to the VOD people, and it would show up as well. I guess now it's not just overlaid. All right, I guess we're going back down. It's getting nighttime. And we'll mix arrows. Hot upstream? Yeah. As long as I don't show my feet in there, it'll be fine. Well, I didn't go do what I was going to do during the daytime and see what biomes are on the other side of me, but guess I'll have to wait. Looks like there's some copper over there. I don't really care about copper right now, though. That's why RimWorld pawns don't have feet. So they'll get banned on Twitch. Must be it. Do we got some rope? Yeah, let's use some rope. I'm kind of looking forward to that RimWorld run. I thought the last run was going to be more challenging than it ended up being, which is kind of crazy because, I mean, we were playing on a very difficult, in a very difficult sort of way, but ended up going really smoothly. Cassandra was, you know, not too bad. Let's see how the next one. No monster wouldn't have rope. Let's go on Nurok. Welcome in. I'm afraid of bats. What the appeal is the thrill of building something of surviving, solving problems. I think it's the progression. So I think the appeal of these kind of games is getting to the point where you can beat whatever the current obstacle is, so that you can progress to the next stage, and that might be beating the next boss, yeah, or going into the next hardest difficulty. But I mean, in these games in general, even the ones that don't really have bosses. I think it's the progression. The carrot on the stick in this game is the progression, whatever that means for you. So, we are playing hardcore, so it's also the just seeing how far you can get before you die. Because if I die, I have to start over completely. Yeah, I think it's all about progress. Oh god. All right, I have a bow now, even though it sucks. Even though my bow sucks, it does some damage. Yeah, I mean, some people prefer, like, just the building on these kind of games, or just the exploration in general, seeing what new stuff there is, especially their first playthrough. So my wife really likes finding loot, like rare items. She likes exploring new areas and biomes and getting new items for that, testing out the new items. For me, I like building and I like fighting bosses. So for me, it's like getting ready for the next boss, setting up an area that's good for that boss, fighting them. A lot of the bosses in Terraria are more like bullet hell. Well, some of them are like bullet hell bosses, and I like bullet hell games too. You might be saying, well, Adam, just play a bullet hell game. I play those too. Yeah, it just depends on the person. And so playing this together with like my wife, my daughter, we each have things that we prefer doing, which goes pretty well because you get different kinds of loot from each thing. So I will build the things we need and I will work on getting ready for us to fight bosses, and just, like, my daughter might do fishing and look for pets and mounts and stuff. My wife is exploring whatever the newest area we discovered is. Building arenas to kill bosses, these are fun. Yeah, there's some really crazy things you can do, like, what is that mount? There's a mount that goes, it's like a flying mount that goes faster in liquid, and then you can make arenas that take advantage of that and have, like, honey, because honey replenishes your life faster, and then you fly through the honey, basically fly through it in order to get health back so that you don't die to the boss. Usually those things aren't really needed in a normal playthrough, but in this, you might have to do it. Fish run, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I think he was really new last time I played too. Maybe I came back and played when he was new. Game playing entirely for another reason, so get better now. Why do I like these? So what is yours? Is it the, well, I'll let you answer. So what would you describe yours as? Out of curiosity. The Duke Fish Run. Can't stand PvP pretty much any game. Especially when you talk to your opponent. I like almost every type of game too. We were doing this thing, I don't know, about a month ago where I took a Sunday and I just played a ton of different Steam games that I got for whatever, like indie games I just randomly got. And after every game, I would tell we play for about an hour, and then I give my opinion on what I thought of the game. And I'd be like, well, I'm biased because I just like this genre of game. And then after about the fourth game, I was like, apparently I just like games. And then Spender was like, he made a comment about that too. Who knew? Adam likes games. Turns out he just likes video games. So every single one of them, I was like, I just really like platformers, so I like this game because it's a good platformer. I just really like strategy games. It's a good game because it's a good strategy game. I just really like shooters. Immerse yourself in a story to be in a world with memorable characters. Yeah, I mean, as you know, I like that also. But yeah, this is not that. So these games, the stories in these games are mostly what you end up creating yourself based on what happens. So, you know, you might end up going on a spelunking adventure, for instance, with a friend, like going with my daughter, and the things that ends up happening to you guys, not scripted, but just ends up happening between you and the enemies and the environment and whatever, and the things that you find and whatnot, and might end up having funny things happen and whatnot. That's the story of these games. So they're not, the character is you, and it's not like a story like you would get in a novel or something, you know, unlike Dragon Age and things like that you prefer. So I absolutely get that too. I like those as well, as you know, but yeah. If you're looking for a game that has a narrative, I guess, a built-in narrative, at least guided by a developer, these are not that, yeah. Yeah, the building too. I actually like building houses pretty well too. I could show you guys some of the ones I built. RP this playthrough for Pineapple. Yeah, for sure. That's what so that's why I try to, and why the developer of RimWorld, for instance, tries to paint the game as a story generator, because it is. Like, I know, like, you come in during parts of it, so you see, like, oh yeah, we're making rice. We need enough rice to survive. But then there are the things where you have some characters that you get kind of attached to. Think of like Darkest Dungeon, like Reynault and Dismas. Like, you get attached to those characters in the game, and they go off on some kind of trip, like a caravan or whatever, and they need to get something, and crazy events happen, and they end up dying or whatever, and then the story is what led to that and the event of them dying and how it happened and whatnot. And so you remember that as the story of those characters, rather than it being a narrative that's directed or made by an actual writer. All right, daytime is coming. We're gonna use this to go see what zones are to our left and right. Next challenge in RimWorld, yeah, it's gonna start on Tuesday. Is my current plan. We're gonna do 5% no pause, losing is fun, melee only. Yeah, the like 0 to hero aspect. Yeah, that's a good way to put it too. Like you start with, in many of these games, you literally start with nothing at all, and you have to punch trees to get some wood to make some crappy item, and then you build from there. So yeah, it's all about progression, and whatever that progression means for you in particular in these kind of games. Remember Tet? Yeah, like Tet. I'll never forget the story of Pond Scum, like at all. There's no way. That was such a ridiculous thing that happened in RimWorld. Pond Scum and Isuru. Like Pond Scum might never come to the stream again. Hopefully that's not the case. But if Pond Scum never comes to the stream again, I will still remember his RimWorld character and his drill arms forever. That'll be a gaming thing I always remember. The drill arms, yeah, and him being kidnapped for over 10 years. We thought he was dead. He calls us on a radio. He's like, "Hey guys, can you come save me?" And we find him with no drill arms. Like, what these friggin' tribals do to you? Start only. Your starter had low stats. Yeah, I think I'm gonna at least start with tribal this time. I haven't done tribal in a long time. That'll give us a little head start with the melee, so having just one melee guy. Of course, it's gonna make research, especially in the late game, be a real pain, but. Say Phelan. No, this was from a previous. This is from the 20-year challenge. 20-year challenge had the story of Pond Scum, where we thought he died in a caravan, but it turned out they took him captive, and we didn't hear from his character for over 10 in-game years. And then suddenly we had a quest pop up where he was calling. He was being held captive by this this tribe, and they had stolen his drill arms. Am I gonna do the multi-game thing Sunday? I think I will. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I believe the first Sunday of every month. Also, talked to my wife about the YouTube stuff we were talking about yesterday on stream. And what's weird is she said that she was having the same thought yesterday before bed, and she's like, "I'm gonna talk to Adam about that in the morning. See what he thinks about it." So we kind of all had the same thought. Looks like deserts to our right again. So for anyone that wasn't here, I don't mind talking about stream stuff, especially since we're doing this variety thing. I don't want to, but I think the best thing for the stream right now, until Dark Dungeon 2 anyway, if I'm really wanting to grow the stream, is I need to dedicate a day to YouTube. YouTube, I haven't really been working on for very long, and it's already surpassing Twitch as far as raw views. Not in income, but in just raw views per day, and it already has more net views than I've gotten on Twitch in the last, like, 4.5 years or whatever. And we get a lot of people that come here from YouTube, right? So it's one of the ways to get people over here to find the stream, right? Stream discovery. So I'm thinking I need to dedicate a day to YouTube, and I might do that, but it means probably either one less stream a week or goodbye to story day. What are those two things? I don't like doing it as much, but I think it's best for a business decision. Yeah, it's come 10 years. What were we saying? We were like, he must have learned after 10 years how to fashion his drill arm into a radio. Can we kill this vulture? Is this gonna be? Oh no. Oh, that was a mistake. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people that come to stream from YouTube. More than that find me on Twitch these days, I think. Across your channel by complete coincidence. Yeah, you just never know. Snowballs also can use some stream time. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm trying to decide if I want to do 1 day a week. The stream will just be YouTube content. I won't have the alerts on or anything. And so there's a desert this way. It's good to know. All right. Can't hide forever. Show yourself. That vulture would absolutely kill us. Probably like 2-shot us or something in this mode. This mode's crazy. That's fine. Face reveal. Do you remember when I did the face reveal? There's a clip out there somewhere years and years ago. I've always used a camera on the stream, but do you remember that when it was like so stupid? But anyway, I remember that too. It's a long time ago. But yeah, and what I mean by focusing on YouTube stuff during that day would be actual like creating content and editing it down and stuff actually for YouTube. So I'd either do it on the stream or to have that day as just a day off. Old gold. Could all be done once, yeah. All right, let's see. I want to see what's on the other side of us. I don't want to use my recall potion for this. Man, is that vulture gonna leave me alone if I go up through this way? Probably not. So actually, day of streaming, yeah, it will. It will. I mean, when Dark Vision 2 comes out, I'm gonna be streaming a whole lot for that. But in the meantime, even that I'd probably need to make content for him. No, I didn't get a chance to grab any cactus because this vulture was at the very edge of it. So that's what I was looking for. I was looking for cactus. I found possible death. There's a chest down there. God, things have so much health in this mode. It's crazy. Is there like a raw percentage that everything's health is increased by, or is it everything is done individually, I wonder? It's not a gold chest, so it shouldn't be trapped. A blowpipe. I need the copper. Flush the worst. Can I trap it inside the house? Maybe, but shoot through it. Yeah, I might. Let's see if I can get that done. Do I have enough? Oh, it actually. It left. It went somewhere. It's de-aggroed. It's right there. Can you shoot through a corner piece, or does it have to be a side? It has to be a side. This is fine. Can't peck us through there, right? Man, I don't want to die again. This is where I live now. Come on, slime. All right. We got this. No problem. So I'm going to make another door really quick, or make a door and put on here, just in case we need to run back and do this again with other vultures. There we go. House over vulture. HP is 250% increase, something like that. It's crazy. Weather, randomized state. Yeah. It's hot and humid here too. Not that high though. Luckily. Another vulture. Vultures themselves actually drop anything of note, I wonder. Come on. All right. Come on. Come on, vulture. Nice vulture killing hut. Oh, there's friggin' another one. I'm gonna kill them so slowly that I never get over there to get cactus. God, the pace of this is so much different than a normal playthrough. What's the breakpoint on health for the eye, by the way? Is it 200 still? I make sure I don't pass 200 health until we're like super ready. All right, all right. Antlion, just chill. All right, just chill. How far away can you hit me from? Slime, excuse me. It's almost night. I'm gonna have to go home soon. Is there a way to do borderless window? Actually not included. I feel like it would be in the, it's not in just the normal settings of the game. If not, you can always try doing the dash W in the, I don't know, dash W is just normal window, right? It's not borderless. All right, Jamie, enjoy your food. Probably gonna have to use a recall. Yeah, I know. There's a vulture behind me now, and there's that one. Underground desert seems like a death sentence right now at this stage, so. All right, goodbye. Cactus, cactus pickaxe is 35. It's the same as the copper one. Why did I think it was one tier higher? It's the same thing for the armor too. So we don't really need the cactus stuff. It's basically the same. The helmet's 1. Does the cactus have any kind of like set bonus? It's the only thing I think of. Exart's 200 HP damage. Master's 300%. That's crazy. Crazy. Well, let's see. Wood helmet, 1 defense. Cactus helmet, 1 defense. Wood breastplate, 1 defense. Cactus breastplate, 1 defense. Carlo, how many deaths? Just 1 so far. So unless the set's better. Fast and 35. So it just has +1 range is the only difference, really. I mean, we might as well. No. All right. I guess we still might as well, but it's only got the 1 extra range. It looks like is the only main reason. We got potions left, right? Might never get to the point where we end up needing to use any of this stuff, but we'll sell that crap later on. Probably just throw it away, but. All right, let's start exploring again. Can't believe the last seed was so much better than this one. And I threw it away. Killed by a bat. Oh, this place is pretty scary too. There's things that can... I mean, this track tunnel, we don't know how far it goes. There could be all kinds of monsters down it. Hello? Hey, our first heart container. Hello? Bats? I'm afraid of bats. I keep trying to use E to latch onto the wall, and we just don't have one of those yet in this playthrough. A momentous occasion. Right, slimes. Just leave me alone. Looking forward to trying to actually not include it though again. I reinstalled it, and apparently we had the last time we played that on stream, we were on cycle like 998. Why didn't we go to cycle 1000? What's up with that? How could I stop short short by like 2 cycles? All right, slime, just leave me alone, all right? Just leave me alone. Oh, right. I was going to go see what was on the other side of us, too. Oh, jeez. Go do that. It's nighttime. Second death. All right. Did we do a vote thing? Oh, man. I should have built a home around the respawn point or made a bed. Try to make a bed. It's not safe to teleport back. All right, Joy. They were hanging out. Yeah, 420, the only numbers that really matter. That's right. All right. It's all right. Next seed will be better. Death number 2. No, we survived a lot longer that time, but it's just standing there with a slime, man. All right, number 3. Let's see what we get killed by this time. 3 hardcore. I'm gonna start just using the default guy. Yeah, default guy it is. Well, we'll change just his hair. There we go. Default guy. C2. So long. Brutal. Brutal. You go total party wipe in your game. Just did that here. Blocks overlaps. If you aren't careful, you can just destroy your house too. So it has to be big enough to go around the whole respawn spot. All right. We got it. We got this. It's so different. It's so crazy. I've been playing on classic with my daughter, so not even on expert. So this is like, it's a 300% difference. That's so crazy. Sorry though, got this. All right, guide. Wonder what your name is this time. I got an apricot. Nice. That's whole party wipe in your last mission on XCOM. Let's talk about those. Ooh. You're still doing your long war playthrough, I'm guessing, right? I saw that say Acorn at first. I was hovering over him. Is your name Acorn? No. His name's not Acorn. Guy, hit that slime, thanks. Hey, don't knock him into me. Come on, guide. Oh, you can kill the squirrel, though. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to put one of those in there, so before I forget. Get our wood gear. Hopefully we got some good stuff under us this time, like we did the first time. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good enough. We're gonna build it on the surface this time. Go away, slime. Got time for this. Join us this way and you finished. Sorry, yeah, I remember you finishing that one, yeah. Heavily modded the long war run now. Gotcha. Slimes, it's you and me. 20 damage from a normal slime. Crazy. Man, I can't imagine some of the late game bosses. Like, how in the world do you beat hardcore master mode Moon Lord or the Empress of Light? Like, I think I don't know, she feels harder than Moon Lord to beat, so. I guess you just die. I don't want it like that. Means that finished the job on half the squad. Why that one's like that? Gotta hit it with a hammer to fix it, I guess. Ah, screw it. We don't need that. We don't need the flooring. Turn to wood. It'll be fine. Whoops. Excuse me. I'm gonna need this table. Thanks. We'll put you down the ground again before too long. Don't worry. All right. Wood wall. Okay, and then what do we need for some torches? Do we get any gel? We got some gel. Got some gel. We just need some more wood, I guess. Your mom is the Moon Lord. I wish. No. No. Yes. Use the correct item. Am I just smacking Cole in the crotch with an axe? Never managed expert Moon Lord. Yeah, my wife and I beat expert mode Moon Lord a long time ago, but yeah, this would be I don't even know. It wasn't hardcore. It was just classic or whatever. So I can't imagine beating it on this, but I know people have, but I'm just saying it would be take a long time. A lot of work. Housing is suitable. Get in there. All right. I guess I'll go ahead and make the hammer before I forget. Let's see what zones are on either side of us before we dig down. We'll dig down at night this time. Unlike what I did last time. Last time I did it backwards and regretted it. I'm guessing it's desert again, right? Isn't desert always the one that spawns next to you? Mushrooms. At least on one side. Still have never played any modded XCOM for some reason. Never got around to it. Yeah, so Sunday I'll do that variety day thing again. That was a lot of fun. My favorite streams the last, I don't know, 6 months or something. Eat a mushroom, guy. Hopefully we'll find some more. I gotta finish that, Adventure Pals game or whatever it was. Sunday fun day. Oh, speaking about, remember when we were talking yesterday, or maybe whatever it was, about people getting upset by things that I was playing, like the Dream Daddy thing or whatever, just different things. That happened with when I called, what was it? When I first started doing Story Day on Monday, we were calling it Fun Day Monday, and I did a poll. And in that poll, you could do it anonymously. You could answer anonymously. And in that poll, man, there's 3 chests right here. There was, at the end, it was like an open spot where you could just put your comments or whatever. And I had someone in there that was like, please, do not call, I beg you, do not call Monday stream Fun Day Monday. They were like, it was like a paragraph. I don't know if they were like super trolling or what, but it was something like telling me how it was childish and they would not attend if I continued calling it that or something. And I was like, surely this is just a very well executed troll. Like it has to be, but I don't know. Childish. Can of worms. Oh, that can of worms had worms in it. Who knew? Don't call you out like that. I think this is before your time. Before Osquad brought you over here. Mock X Squad. Basically a hostile XCOM. Set up to kill aliens, but they are strictly enemies to XCOM. Will they actually attack the enemy or the aliens also, though? That's kind of cool. Oh, I meant to get that chest too. A forceful wooden boomerang. Never really, well, that's not true. There's that Sun Fury boomerang that I use quite a bit, but I never really use the base boomerangs. They don't seem super, super great. Star boomerangs. Aliens will attack the back. That's pretty cool. But do they strong? Please do not call this Fun Day Monday. I will leave you and I will never come back. Another wooden boomerang. Some grenades. Did I get a recall potion? Yeah. Or if that person's still here. Fun Day Monday person. Used to be nice early on. I'll test it out. Yeah, I really like the, I think it's called Star Fury, right? The one you can stack up to 5. That one's pretty awesome. Uses melee stats too, the boomerangs do, so you get all kinds of bonuses with them. Alright, let's get back to the surface. We'll explore more of this. Oh, it's getting nighttime. Crap. Alright, never mind. Surface is not where I want to go. Bow stacks when it 2-shot you. Scourge has dodge points. 20% can be pretty clutch and dodge because of attacks. I think it's very possible to reach, not to mention actually beat the Moon Lord on Master Mode, hardcore on. Personally don't like the the permadeath on Terraria. Yeah, I normally don't play with it either. I just figured I would for fun. Yeah. Give it a try. Especially since I'm not gonna be playing this like permanently on the stream. Alright, I need some material here. Came over like nothing. Would you have the recall potion, but it is daytime. I mean, it's nighttime. Although we do have doors now, so I don't have to like just rebuild something. That was a mistake last time. We would have been fine if I just had a door on that. Alright, biscuit burner. Yeah, I'll probably switch over in maybe an hour or two. Man, that first team was so much better. Well. It's never coming back. Alright. There's a big cavern down there with water in it. Don't much care for that. Alright, I'm gonna use one of these and just gotta run inside. Okay. Let's start our journey down. See what's under the base this time. Yeah, I'll just do it here. It's fine. Don't have a lot of platforms though. I think I should probably just spend. Which is not really fun. I should probably spend the whole first days cutting wood for platforms to explore at night. And just keep going down until we find some good metal. Quiet owl. Star. Oh, it's fine. I know it gives. You can craft into mana. I know, or use it for ammo, but not too probably bad. Let's go ahead and fin. Plus, the zombie can like two-shot me. So I'm just gonna cower in my hole. Those are way too close together. You know what, screw it. I'm not gonna worry about it. No, I should. Man, there's a pool of water in their house this time. It's kind of annoying. Take that little bit of tin. Looks like there's some more right here too. Over this game, like how Riverside can let viewers decide waves and respawn. I'm not sure if there's one for this. Yeah, I haven't looked. I wouldn't doubt it, but yeah, even RimWorld has stuff like that. I don't really like it in RimWorld, so I don't use it, but I get asked that a lot on RimWorld specifically. We'll have people that again, we have people that come in and they will they'll use the commands like other channels have for the Twitch toolkit. They'll be like, "What? You're not using Twitch toolkit? Why?" It's like, because I don't want to. I don't like it. And it would screw up the challenge that we're running. You're lost. Head on out. All right. See you later. What, you're not making your content specifically for me? Yeah, I mean, most of the things we do in RimWorld are, we're seeing if we can beat the game with a certain challenge enabled, right? So we were using Twitch Toolkit, which I already don't really care for in general, But if we were, it would not be... I mean, we wouldn't be able to know if we were able to overcome that challenge. It would either be way harder than it should be, because people will be sending raids and crap all the time, or... Oh, Christ, there's a worm. Or it would be way easier, because people would be sending me good drops and stuff, you know? It's like... No, I don't want to do that. Other channels, sure, do whatever you want, okay. Mods you worked on, which would introduce Twitch chat integration to Terraria. Not the base game, though. I gotta tell you, I was really tempted to play more Dragon Age today. Sure, Pineapple would have been like over the moon coming in and seeing Dragon Age again. I had so much fun yesterday on Dragon Age. Most fun I've had on Dragon Age the entire playthrough. I really like that area. I mean, I also there's been other parts of the game that I really like too, but I don't know. There's something about the zone yesterday, in the lore in that zone. Oh no, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I know several of you. Yeah, we've been fine with it. Wonder how far in we are. I feel like we're decently far in. All these friggin' water caverns right under the base. What was up with that? Maybe I should use that seed again. I don't know. That one seed where right under our base was like tons of iron and tungsten down there, like right under it. Oh well. We'll keep doing what we're doing. So slow. Cavern over here. When it's daytime, we're gonna go see what's to the left of the base. There's a little bit of iron. I bet a pretty good strategy too in this would be to make one of those lava traps. Like, risk your life to make an early game lava trap, but if you can get it down, you'd be pretty much set for a while. You just sit there and farm money and items off the mobs, buy like the mini shark and stuff. I wonder how many cycles we're gonna get into. Actually, not included if we have our first death on that. I'm probably not gonna start out doing it as no pause, even though I want to try that. $40 damage. I should probably just plug this hole and not worry about killing this, but I kind of want to go down there. I don't know if zombies can fall through the wood flooring, the wood planks or not, platforms, whatever they're called. If he can go through them, then I'm screwed. There's GG again. Alright, it's daytime. Oh no, he can't! I'm dead. Chat, sensitively difficult raids. Oh, on RimWorlds. Alright. I think we'll do one more go. And then we'll try out Oxnard Included. Oh man, I should have just built a little like stone
Remind
thing above
yourself
me.
that overconfidence is a slow and insidious
Oh, there's no
killer.
confidence in this game, let me tell you. I should have built the little like just anything above me while I waited to see if he could fall down there, but nope. All right, character number 4. This is the run. It's spoilers. This is not the run. What else are we changing? Ah, nothing. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's on hardcore. Yep. Just for fun. All right.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Oh, it's pretty fast, yeah.
Remind yourself that overconfidence
Imagine
is
if it was
a
the
slow
run.
and insidious killer.
Thanks, Derek and Cam, Luna. I'll keep that in mind.
Remind yourself that overconfidence
this
is
again.
a slow and insidious
Thanks,
killer.
I haven't heard that in a while. I'll keep it in mind. Yeah, we're trying out master mode and I'm doing hardcore just for fun. So I don't plan on sticking with this for very long anyway, so I figured I'd see how just stupid it was. We're getting really good at the early game. Let's go, Div, welcome in. Here we go. All right. Excuse me, I usually have it on 4 button. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna get a bunch of wood. Just gonna mine this entire chop this entire forest down. Thank you, guide. We're just gonna stay on the surface till first night, then we'll dig. Good job, bunny. Oh. Wait, do the critters have 300% increased health also? So I'm pretty sure I remember bunnies dying in 1 hit from anything. What's our guide's name this time? What's your name? Jake? Alright, Jake. Let's do 81 hour again. You can only, each person can only do it twice a day or something like that, so that's fine. All right, let's throw down one of these craft tables real quick. Door's gonna be there. 1, 2. Get our massive 3 defense. That way slimes kill us in 3 hits instead of 2. Or whatever it is in this stupid mode. Out of the way, bunny. There we go. Now we're one-shot bunnies. We're professional adventurers. Yeah, but I think I have it set up where you can... each person can only use that one twice a day. Some of them are only 1. Like the Senpai one's only 1. Oh, that one's expensive, though. Not many people use it because it's expensive. Maybe I should turn that one down a little bit. It was kind of a way for people to kind of, you know, waste their channel points. But maybe it's too high. People don't use it often. We're gonna get a crap load of wood this time. Sorry, squirrel. No hard feelings. Yeah, we're not using these specific seeds. The seed I'm putting in is just the same as the character name every time. The character name is, whatever the next number is in the death queue. So, we're on number 4 now. So, the character's name is 4, the world's name is 4, and the seed is 4. So, we're not using any, like, any good seed, bad seed, nothing like that. Oh, I forgot about... No! Those didn't... I forgot about the stupid flowers that can hurt you. Those did not exist last time I played long ago that I remember. But then when I was playing with my my wife and my daughter, we ran into one and I was like, what the crap is that? I can't believe I was dying to that. Oh, God. Spoilers, this is not the run. I almost died just right there. That's all right. I ate this mushroom. We are good to go. No, I'm not doing that. No. All right. Not even close. We were completely good. Good job, Jake. State Farm. Appreciate you. Can't believe I almost died to that. Almost died to a dandelion. That's sad times. Drunk World. Yeah, I didn't even know there were special seeds. Before the stream, or at the beginning of the stream, I was looking through the wiki at the special seeds. Someone mentioned it. I had no idea that was even a thing. I'm not scared of slimes. That'd be ridiculous. You're scared of slimes. Ow. All right. By the way, squirrel, I got work to do. What a house. House is getting more and more basic every time we die. There you go, Jake. You like your new studio apartments? Should be good enough for him, right? Suitable? You like that, Jake? There's your house. Congratulations, you're homeowner. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make the hammers still have in that spot that I'm used to. Jake, can you take care of this, my friends? No, not in that sort of way. Come on, Jake. I built you a house, for God's sake. It's fine. Oh, I don't know what. Yeah, I saw the name of it. I didn't actually read all the changes. Yeah, so we should be good to go now. All right, let's see what zone is to our left. Get up there, guy. Number 4, you have a great destiny. So far we died what? Bats? This was the first one. What was the second death? Oh, the second death was I teleported back to town and there was an eyeball, right? And then third was the zombie fall. It's Crimson. Crimson. I'm guessing desert's the right. We'll go check them. So slow. Where's my Queen Slime mount? My other character. All right. Do those angry dandelions only come up during windy days? Hope so. All right. What's in the box? We got a stool. Okay. Not quite what I wanted, but we'll equip it. Now we can reach higher areas. Whoa, look at that. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the tumbleweeds. Yeah. Oh, wonder how those are in this. Forgot about those. I can't tell. Is that just stone? I think so, right? Yeah, it's just stone. Just look darker. This is out of torch range, I suppose. Another chest, but that is a slime. I don't think you can reach up here, right? Getting awful, yeah. It's like shooting slimes in a barrel. My granny used to say. All right. No problem. Put stone there to build from. Another chest. What are we kind of looking for in these gray ones? Climbing claws will help us quite a bit. At least from fall damage. Isn't there? There's also the umbrella you can get out of the normal wood chests. Can't remember. I feel like there's some other item that I used to look for specifically when I would do hard playthroughs, or I was trying to play through quickly or something. I can't remember what it was. Claws are good though. Another stool. Another misfortune. Blowpipe, I think. The vine book. Wish I could like move on that. That's all right. Thanks, Freeway. I will. I will. Yeah, the mirror is really nice to have too. Was that just from wooden chests? Can't remember. Is it gold chest only? Yeah, I can't remember. I just know it was one of the things to try to get as early as you can. Just a good quality of life thing. Like the pig. I guess the pig won't be as important on hardcore, huh? But the trough, I mean, piggy bank the trough. Yeah, I guess those don't matter. If we die, all our money's gone anyway. When daytime's here, we'll go to the right and see if that's desert. Stay out, zombies. Don't the zombies drop a weapon too? Is it? They're like a zombie arm? I don't know where that kind of ranks on the early game, super early game weapons. Mirror can drop in standard and gold chests. That's nice. I like that they added the bestiary thing too. That also didn't exist last time I played. Not that I remember anyway. But a nice little thing. Is the bestiary account wide or is it playthrough? based? Let's find out. Looks like it's playthrough based, which is nice. This is all we've seen. Yeah, I'm a little afraid of gold chests. Because they might be dead man's chests. I mean, we can kind of tell there's a chance for them to be those or not, but I think it's character based. That makes sense. It's like there's a little cavern below us. Let's see what's in that. Hello? Okay. Let's go to Aspen. Welcome in. Oops. My wife and I finally watched the one of the old trailers again for Conan Exiles, by the way. Not so sure we're gonna try it out, but it was on sale on Steam and Humble for like $9. So I was like, maybe we'll try it. We decided not to this time. Maybe next time. Going to Maine, welcome in. Terraria, yeah. Get ready for some hilarious deaths. Hey, there's some stuff. That's the kind of stuff we're looking for. As long as we've been going, I think I've still been going too fast. I've never played hardcore on the game really before, so I gotta like chill out and just take our time, slow and steady. Try not to skip any tiers like you usually do. It was very fun. Action adventure without the level of arc grinding. Just start server again. Yeah, I've heard good things about it from you and others. Silver. All right, another little chamber down here. Don't really see anything down here though. Keep digging this little daytime. Ever play Frostpunk? Yeah, we did a full playthrough of Frostpunk when it was new. It's up on, I think it might be, I don't know if it's on the main channel or not. I think it's on the archive channel. The second YouTube channel. But yeah, we played all the way through Frostpunk. Blindly, one full playthrough. Managed to beat it on the first time. We found out that I'm a little bit fascist when it's the apocalypse. Just a little fascist, you know? Like the children, they don't have to go to the coal mines, but you know, they can serve soup. That sort of thing. Your kid can serve soup. We actually did pretty well for a blind playthrough. I think we only had like 6 deaths or something. See? Yeah, I liked Frostpunk a lot, yeah. It's good. I haven't played it since they've had like DLCs, content updates. It's another one. But for anyone that hasn't played Frostpunk, been waiting or whatever, it's free on the Epic Store right now. If you think you might ever want to play it, just go redeem it. All you have to do is have an Epic Game Store account. You don't even have to have the launcher to get it. You don't have to put in credit card information, even for like a lot of things will be like, it's free, we just need your credit card information. No. So anyone that's missing Frostpunk, go pick it up. It's really good. Yeah, they've added all kinds of new maps and stuff since the last time I played. Is there anything in this little chamber? A little bit of copper. And a little bit of iron. Alright, I have the stool. Still not high enough for this. Surviving Mars, take on Frostpunk for now. Yeah, I never got into Surviving Mars either. I know, for instance, Charlie Pryor, which some of you guys probably know because I have him on auto host, and communities overlap quite a bit. That was one of his main pieces of content for a long time. So I've seen him play it a bit, but I never got into it. Come on, slime. Screw it. I'm not gonna worry about you. A chamber over there. Let's go into Z. Yeah, just for some fun, you know. We're gonna go back to our bread and butter RimWorld challenge run shenanigans on Tuesday, but since we finished the other challenge, I decided to just take the rest of the week and just play whatever I feel like. So today I'm dying on Terraria. Just for fun. Iron. So good points to it. Can be really hard. Is 1075 the highest these days? Alright, on down we go. I'm gonna get some more of the stone. Yeah, still able to get to Moon Lord, especially in one day, so. I've already died to a bat, to a zombie, and to an eye. So I thought my first death would be fall damage, especially because I have another character on like standard game that I've been playing with my daughter. And that one has like, you know, mounts and wings and everything, immune to fall damage, all that kind of stuff. I was like, I'm gonna get on this. I'm gonna try to make a jump or something that I could do on my other character, can't do on this one. I'm just gonna die. That didn't happen, at least. Yeah, it is kind of a weird place for the max difficulty. That's hardest map with all the hard mode rules. 1075, weird. A little more casually on the games like that. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I never got into Surviving Mars, and to a lesser extent, things like, I know they're just like night and day from Surviving Mars, but for whatever reason, it reminded me. Like Kerbal Space Program, for instance. A lot of people used to ask me about that, especially when I was playing things like Auction Not Included. It's like, no. Seems like it's a good game, but just for whatever reason, I don't have any interest in it. That's a lot of silver. We do have a recall potion. Alright, we'll just replace this as we go so we don't get flooded with that water over there. Just see stone over there. All right. Just keep going. Slow and steady, yeah. Slow and steady. Some topaz. How much does it to make a hook? 15 or something? Hook would help us so much. Both for survival, from monsters, lashing on the wall and shooting at them, escaping. Wouldn't have to fall damage as much. Hook would be a big upgrade for us. We get one passenger rocket. Can't import food. All resources imports have inflation. All disasters are maxed. Colonists are guaranteed to become renegades. 15 population. What's the most difficult sponsor? Commander profile. It's brutal. Not versing every game. Change your name. Adam versus some things. That's the edge of the desert. Underground desert. We do not want to go in there. Ant lions will just rip us apart. So, yeah, there's some more ore down there, though. I guess we'll, do that. Could recall back home and see what we can make with the silver. That looks like just stone over there. Right. Yeah, let's get down to this ore, and then, maybe we'll head on home. Obsidian Prince? No, I haven't heard of that. What is that? I had God, I can't remember the name of it. I have to look. I had an indie company. Reach out to me about playing some new game. Not like pay to play. It was just like, we'll give you this key for free if you play it. It's a turn-based game. I heard a worm, so headed on out. Okay. Let's go ahead and make a little crafting area. For now, I'm just gonna add it up here. Screw it. Oh no. I didn't mean to remove part of your wall, sir. There you go. Small indie company named Riot Games, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're going with Slumlord. Stuff was calling it. And we'll dig into the ground from here. Alright. Alright. Oh no, Jake. Oh god, why? Not Jake. He was my favorite guy of all time. Like the hex base building, it's annoying since you can't build straight up and down pipes, for instance. Colonists are as moody as the worlds. Breeding is a thing. Part of the 1075 challenge is you have to breed your way from 12 people to a sustainable population. In that game, is a sustainable population like a realistic number? I have a Steam pop up. Next time I die, we're going to check this. I don't know who you are, but I appreciate it. And we will play America's hottest new game show. Hentai wish list. It's been America's hottest new game show for a while now, actually. Yeah, we didn't get a ton of ore down there, but we got some stuff. So, I feel like our biggest jumps in this are going to be saving for more armor. So we don't just die in 2 hits. Faith determination not to die. Yeah, well, you know, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I should really save up and get armor first this time. Eventually, that's right. Let's invent a hotter new game show, then we'd have to stop calling it that. Don't see that happen though. I agree. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna wait. They pee in your water? Oh, I know what you're playing. Alright. Let's put a door on this other side too. And this wall. We're gonna be playing that after my next death, which apparently might be never. This might be the winning run. This is the run. So I've been told. full bathroom, right system. The base production needs of all advanced resources plus food growing and service comforts can keep growing the population faster than dying of old age. Get out of here. I want your friggin' Girl Scout cookies. All right. We'll start our elevator here in just a moment. Might never reach that far. Elevator nonetheless. Oh no, another guy's gonna die. Come on, guy. Just here. All right. That's good enough for now. Not you, you're immortal. Is Lunar a cyborg? Probably. You're making a water pump for a real bathroom, and the guy built the pump, peed the water while building it. And 3 more started peeing. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun remembering how to play that game too. It's gonna be super enjoyable. No, it really will be. I do like playing quite a bit. All right, down we go again. Got some wood that we can quickly throw on there. Now, I should go get more platforms during the day. We can dig at night, get wood during the day. You're a Terminator, that's right. Is your last name Connor? Adam, the Terminator's last name wasn't Connor. That was the family that... It's only visible water too. Which cycle are you on? You're like super early on still? Still thinking about trying to do it no pause at some point. I think it would be fun. Like 13. Oh, okay. So you're not so far enough in it where it's like, all right, I end up starting over because of this crap. I've lost hours of my life. Super early, yeah. So we're gonna work on deforestation during the day and fracking during the nights. Forager, if you guys haven't played it, was a really good game too. Unfortunately, I guess the original developer now is like gone from it, and they've canceled the multiplayer, which is what I was really looking forward to. But in that game, the NPCs and whatnot end up commenting on people like ruining the worlds from cutting down all the trees and all this, but they don't realize it's you, even though you can cut down trees right next to them. It's like, some little jerk keeps running around here and cutting down all these trees. These NPCs don't seem to care. Oh, jeez. You know, another thing that's probably going to be good in hardcore is that, I can't remember the name of it, but there's an item that makes it so your iframes are longer. So, like, if you get hit, you can't get hit again immediately for a longer amount of time. Seems like that's going to be real nice if we ever get to that point. Oh, crap. Can't remember the name of it, though. It's been a long time. Let's go to hide talent. Good shoot. Silent experts and master as well. Cross necklace, is that what it's called? I know, it's so stupid. The slimes are so deadly even on this mode. All right, well, let's make some wood platforms, some torches, and let's head on down. I'm still thinking about making some of that, but I'm not going to. All right. Or am I? I'm gonna go with no. There we go. That's quite a few. Let's throw the. Now we can just not even care. Just throw them everywhere. Lunar, what are you? The Terminator? Yeah. There's not a lot of Lunar quotes, are there? It's not like you quote things that I every time I say your name, like Rakes, right? Right, Rakes? All right, I gotta remember I have this stool. Can I reach that? Can with my stool. Love the crafting in this game. Maybe I should just use a rope. Oh yeah, I'm just saying that Riggs has so many quotes because he quotes his own quotes. Or not his quotes, but every time I say something about Riggs, he quotes it. He's a collector, you see. But you know this. I'm gonna regret not putting platforms above me, but yeah, that's a problem future Adam worry about. I'll ruin that guy's life. Again. Wow, there's like no caverns right under us. Not good. We'll use some rope, it'll be fun. I'm curious what. So right now the fun of this is basically like, what's gonna kill me next? Thinking about this, all the things, everything can kill me. Everything can kill me. We even found a new heart in this one. It's a cavern. All right, cavern. What do you have in here other than guaranteed death? Oh, what's that? Iron. All right, down we go. That's a lot of slimes down there. Slimes are still too strong for me to fight head on like that. Kind of afraid of bats and worms mainly. Down here though. Maybe I should be making those crap loads of arrows as well. Because then I can just stand. Do the arrows actually need a whoops, a crafting table? I mean, I know what it takes stone and wood, which we have, but can't remember if that's one of the things you can craft that table or not. There are some things. Let's find out. No. Well, I mean, you are completed on stream list. It means I didn't know anything about the game when I played through it. I need to update that. That list is so old. I haven't updated that in probably like 2 years or something. But yeah, it means, so you can do explanation blind if you want to see the complete explanation. So not only is it my first playthrough, but I know absolutely nothing about the game. But if you use the command explanation blind in chat, it'll tell you like exactly what it means on those stream playthroughs like that. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I need to update that. I need to update a lot of things. Hopefully, I'm gonna end up trying that we were talking about the business day. Don't know when I'm gonna start it. I might try it next week. Anyway, I'll be able to do stuff like that on that day too. I forgot. The enemies can pick up coins on when does that start? Does that start an expert? And then they glow like this, and you get them back, kind of like souls from, or like blood echoes from Bloodborne, stuff like that. Forgot all about that mechanic. Ashen, let's go to Ashen. What were you up to? What'd you end up doing? Did you do what you said you were gonna do, or did you play something else? What? Thank you for the raid. There's something here we can mine. So you were streaming some path? Oh yeah, I gotta get I should be doing that today or tomorrow. Practice for the stuff. Are you still there? My chance. Made to Act 3. Nice. Is there a way to play with the modifiers that they're going to be using in that race like now? Is there any way for me to do that? I guess the only way would be to pay for a private server, right? Because I was going to do a little bit of practice before that, since it'll be my first time doing one of those races. But it's not going to be really indicative of how the actual race will be, so I don't know. Because that will have those modifiers for AoE and damage and health and all that kind of stuff, right? So I don't know how I would impose that on myself. I'm making private league. Also, the AoE mod is new and custom made for that league. Can't do that one at all. Gotcha. I mean, I don't know. What would be the easiest way to simulate it? Not wear a certain slot or something? Like, play without using a helmet? Like, only get your res to 90% and don't wear a helmet? And then just know it's gonna be harder. We'll do at least 5 times. Oh, I got you. I know who you're talking about. I don't remember his name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about. Can rim mod for the melee challenge. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go modless on that one too. I thought about editing a scenario though, since those are not technically mods, but I don't know. Probably won't do that either. But I can do things like edit the scenario to make it so we can't even make guns, for instance, or make it so that brawlers are more common in the world and stuff like that. But I probably won't. I'll probably just leave it as is. Have a guild on there? Yeah. Yeah, you can add me. Same account is on here, or character I'm most active on is Adam versus Chaos. So add one of those to your friends list, and I can invite you next time I'm on, if you want. It's not very active, especially right now with the league being no longer brand new. But found some iron. Slow and steady. I heard a bat. Our first death was from a bat. There we go. Well, digging down from here because I'm not going back up there where the bat sounds are. There we go. For some reason, the control toggle thing wasn't working. If I hear a worm again, though, I'm out. Do worms just start spawning in the when you get to like the cavern level? I'm guessing. Yeah, but I thought about practicing for that path race the other night, and I was like, how do I actually practice for it when it has modifiers on it that don't exist in the game? But just don't wear a chest piece or something, I guess. Platinum ore, yeah. There we go. Can't wait to die and lose all this platinum ore. Hey, it's one of those crystal trees. Ooh. We can get a... Where's the stone? I want to put that up there instead. We can get a hook off crystals, right? So this one... We can also regrow the tree. Alright, definitely chopping it down. Don't know how many sapphires or whatever it's going to give me. Just one, but we also got the acorn. Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay, build another little hole, or a little shield of rocks, and on we go. Yeah, your first few times through the campaign are going to take you probably a long time, Ashton, as you're getting used to it. And eventually, especially if you end up playing it for late game like most people, eventually you'll end up blasting through the campaign in like 5 or 6 hours just to get a new character done into in-game. Speaking of in-game, I need to play Last Epoch some more and get to that in-game to try that out. Still haven't gotten there. I haven't played it a whole lot, though. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I don't know. I don't see anything up there. Doing things better than before. It looks pretty interesting, yeah. Definitely looks unique compared to like rifts and maps. I mean, obviously it has some of the same kind of mechanics, but it's not just maps or rifts, just barely redone. Is that a huge vein of iron I see? Still on number 2. No, we're on number 4. Let's go on Zeph. Up top's getting QA. That means the super fan won't go out under 18 months. Yeah, hopefully not. I think we were talking about before, like those coolers, like that you put under it, are godsends. Also, my wife used to use the laptops all the time, but a long time. You were gone that long? Yeah, there were some silly deaths. What was number 2? So number 2, without thinking, I did a recall potion back to the respawn point, and it was nighttime. And the respawn point, I hadn't built something around it, so as soon as I respawned, I was literally on top of an eyeball and just died. So that was death number 2. Death number 3, I was in a hole like this under wooden platforms, and there was a zombie above me, and I was like, I don't remember if zombies and enemies can go down through the wooden platforms. I know they can't do wooden walls and stuff or whatever, or wood chunks. I can't remember if they can go through platforms. Let's see. And then the zombie went through the platform and killed me. I don't know why I didn't just build something above me so that I could see him go through it and then not die, but anyway. It's part of the fun. Learn from the deaths. Don't blindly teleport home. Enemies can go through the floor, etc. You have one? Just didn't help with the laptop. You have one on your PlayStation 4? That's a good idea. I heard that the PS5s aren't great with cooling either. Hopefully I can get a PlayStation 5 before new God of War comes out. So that's probably my most anticipated game. People are like, Adam, Darkest Dungeon 2 is good. I know, but that doesn't count. Yeah, I'm excited for Darkest Dungeon 2, of course, but I'm super excited for Ragnarok. Really looking forward to that. Even if it's not good for the stream, if I have a PlayStation 5 and Ragnarok comes out, I'll be playing it until I finish it. Kind of like I did with Sekiro. Oh, bat. Well. Is that I can't tell what that is down here. It's a jar. And bats.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is
Tommy
greatly
10
appreciated.
Tommy, welcome back. 4 months. Thank you, Tommy. Very much appreciated. And one of the PS4s, a hard drive in the other. Laptop fan helps. It just won't stop overheating. You guys play a lot too, right? On those? Because of like Conan, for instance. Thank you, Tommy. Huh. Can I kill this bat this time? Can the bat hurt me through that hole? Apparently I can shoot through it if I jump just right. Come on, bat. Back over there. I could probably stand over that. Yep, alright. It can't hit me there. I was worried. It would touch my little feet. Arc that seems to kill him. Conan is the bad arc. It's really poorly optimized. Oh my god, we survived our first bat. Something that the first hardcore character couldn't do. Who are you? You're just a normal, like, bait bug, right? Right. Man, I wasn't even looking for the dart trap. Why did I look for the dart trap? I was looking at the stupid little bug. Bam! One shot from the dart. GG. Oh, man, that wasn't going so well, too. This little guy. All right. Rip. I need to use the restroom, and then we're gonna try out auction out glue for the first time in a long time. So looking forward to that too. It was fun though. Just in time, yeah. Feels bad. Should I, when I'm playing this hardcore mode, should I put the zoom in further? Actcom, but as soon as stream ends, destroy the keyboard. No, I'm not like that. You know that though. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom, and then we're gonna go. Let me show something really quick. 1 second. All right. So the one I've been playing with my daughter. Let me show really quick. I need to hide this because it's a server. One sec. Just making sure her name isn't in the world, because not that it probably matters, but all right, I think we're good. So this is the little world I made with my daughter and my wife just a couple days ago. And I'm so used to being able to do this. Like, no fall damage. I got this. What crap noise was that? I'll show you the tiny house that we made. It's nothing too fancy compared to some of the big bases that we made years ago, but yes, I did, but someone was saying there was an update like either late last night or this morning, but yeah, I installed it and made sure it was working last night. Our miniature slim. So this is our starter house on this world, but I'm so used to having like, you know, the ability to do all this stuff that, man, when I get in there on that hardcore one and I don't have all that, it's like, it's so crazy. Look at our tiny little house, yeah. And then my daughter has just recently started building her house over here where this robot guy is out of rainbow stuff. We've explored quite a bit of this one. Man, this would take so much longer to do on the hardcore one, obviously. I haven't died too much on this. Maybe like 3 or 4 times or something. But I mean, that'd be 3 or 4 restarts otherwise. So, anyway, let me get things swapped over. What the crap? All right. Let's do what's up, pal? Every bathroom break. Look at my character in this one. What is going on with me? I have a sun mask, a shield, an inner tube, wings. I got a lot of weird stuff going on. All right. Oh, right. Let me set this up. We're going really quick. Excuse me. So I got a Steam pop-up when I was playing that. You'll be able to risk your channel points, wager your channel points on whether this is something from my wish list or if it's a hentai or meme game. Let me set this up. Come on, Twitch. What are you doing to me? Twitch just keeps auto-scrolling to the top of the page. I don't know why. All right. It's called Fashion. Look it up. Wearing the mermaid clothes in Terraria. Yeah, so far I haven't, on that one, I haven't really put any vanity stuff on other than the helmet just to see how silly my character ends up looking. All right. Doing hentai or wish list, you're going to have 2 minutes. So when the pop-up in chat happens, you can either click it or you can go to your channel points and you can change the wager to whatever you want within reason. And wager points whether this game I was gifted during Terraria is a hentai or meme game or if it's something from my wish list. It has started now. Got 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Use the restroom, and then we're gonna look at Auction Not Included for the first time for me, since 2019, which apparently was 2 years ago. I've been told. Oh, I didn't stop the recording either. There we go. All right, be right back. All right. Betting you lurk money. Yeah, apparently even though channel points are a non-monetary thing, it counts as gambling, so some countries won't let you do it. Hens means chickens, right? Yeah, that's another thing it won't let me type. If I type hentai in there, it won't let me do the giveaway. That's right. We'll be able to make rainy day stuff. All right, time's up. Let's do this. Don't copy my password, please. It's circle dot dot. But don't tell anyone. All right. Hey, it's a wishlist game from Hytala. Hytala, thank you. Hope you enjoy Time Spinner. It is a platformer, which I really like. So that is awesome. I don't know if you're there, Hytala, still, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Hytala. I'll thank you again off stream if you're not here. You bet tomorrow. Alrighty, I squared. Have a good rest of your birthday, I hope.
Happy birthday, R squared. Happy birthday, R squared.
Many more.
Steak time sounds good, man. What kind of cut are you getting? Tell me before you go. I usually go when I do have a steak, which is very rare. Not the steak being very rare, but it's again kind of a special occasion thing since they're expensive. Otherwise, I eat them every friggin' night. But mine usually of choice is a ribeye. You get a porterhouse, you think? Sounds good too. Sounds good too. Enjoy, man. Have a good rest of your night. All right. Looks like the wish listers have it.
Welcome to the queue.
It was a 55% to 45% votes. A wish list coming out on top. There you go. Those people with the pink prediction getting some juicy channel points. All right. All right. Okay, let me get this switched over. Yeah, man. Have a good time. Be safe. So we're gonna switch over to Auction Not Included. I haven't played Auction Not Included in a long time. It's similar to Terraria, not as long ago as Terraria. We did play a lot on the stream, a lot in a short amount of time. Like for a month, we just did nothing but Auction Not Included. So it was how many hours? 226 hours of just Auction Not Included all the time. We got several different playthroughs to hundreds of cycles, including one to almost 1,000 apparently. Apparently I stopped at 900 and something, 990 something. It's crazy. I did not like the late game back then, but apparently they've changed that quite a lot. So we're going to try it out. I just got to change the information over on Twitch's end. All right. Twitch is switched over. First they were like Remerald or they are billions. Yeah, I do overall too. This one, I like the graphics on this quite a bit, and it's very much more science-based to an extent, at least, you know. So you get past early game for some reason. I like the early and mid game the best on this too. Let's open it up. I haven't streamed this a long time. I want to turn the volume down in case I don't want it to blow our eardrums if I first open it. Twitch, did you get switched? Are we in the correct category? All right, there we go. One second. Hang on a second. I'm back. My daughter needed help with something, but it's not something I can finish at the moment. So, okay, let's open it up. I'm probably gonna have to move my camera and stuff over, and then we'll see if it's too loud, too quiet, all that good stuff. It's a long time. I don't remember much of this as far as like specifics, so I'm sure I'm gonna get people killed. What else is new? Yeah, it's a little loud, huh? All right, once we get in, let me know if it's still too loud. And let me move my camera. I think there's like menu stuff over here. Something like that. Got the names, go further. Always screw something up. Yeah, one of the biggest things that I remember, I don't know if it's still the same, but one of the biggest things that killed is heat death. Like you eventually overheat your base and you can't cool it enough. And there was very specific ways to end up keeping it cooler, but they were very hard to figure out on your own. You would normally like look things up. All right, let me look at what cycle we were on. Where is it? Hang on. Are we back again? I'm sorry to do this, but I have to go. My daughter's having some kind of problem that I have to deal with today. And I know I started late and didn't get to do much of it, and it really sucks. So maybe I'll get to try this out tomorrow. But yeah, my daughter's having some issues and I have to deal with it. So anyway, thank you guys for hanging out for the couple hours I was able to be live. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm hoping my wife feels better in the morning so that she can so I can start on time. If not, then I'll probably start around the same time I have been starting, like 12 or 1 or something like that. If she's feeling fine, I'll be on at 11. But yeah, my daughter is not having a good time at the moment, so I need to take care of that. So anyway, thank you guys again. Have a good rest of your night. If I have some open time later, maybe I'll hop on for a little bit, but and try this out for this last little variety weekend. But anyway, thank you guys.